Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Lovable Shelly's BL Reactions. I'm Shelly. Obviously, you guys already know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this little spiel anyway because I always have to. Anyway, if you have not done it by now, please, 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 I'm begging with a little cherry on top, please, to like, to subscribe, and to hit those notification bells so you can be reminded of when I do post. I have updated my series list on what I'm gonna do, so I now have like 12 series that I have to do after this one. So I have a whole updated list on what I'm gonna do before I get to other ones. But if you do have any BL suggestions, as long as they are English subtitled, please leave them in the description down below, and I will go ahead and make sure that I check those out. Okay, so we left off on Love by Chance, episode 6. Things were a little rocky, but they're starting to get better. We are gonna do, and I'm so excited. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will literally show you the scene. It's the locker room scene. It is one of my favorite scenes throughout the entire series, because like Pete goes full-fledged Dom, or no, sorry, A goes full-fledged Dom on Pete, and it's just like, oh baby, sheesh. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right on into, well, not right on into it, but right on into it. Let's go right on in to Love by Chance, episode 7. It's my son again, y'all. So, Tum and Tar are now home from Tar coming back from France. They are stepbrothers, and Tum clearly has feelings for Tar that go beyond brotherly friendship, brotherly love. It also seems like in this one, Tar does as well, but since Tar can't actually love anybody like that, he doesn't want his brother to waste his time. My son. It has nothing to do with Tharn, stupid. And of course, Tum is doing the damn your mouth because he had to mention Tharn. It's my son. I love my son. It's my Kuhart, or Earth. He's just my adorable bean son. Breathe, Tar, breathe. Oh. Okay, that is so cute. Tar looked at a picture of him and Tum that was on the like mantle, and they're wearing the same outfits that they were wearing in the picture. They're wearing them now. How adorable is that, y'all? It's so cute. My adorable bean child fell asleep. And of course, Tum just covers him up with the blanket. It's so cute. If you hear the dogs barking in the background, I am sorry. And Tum just proceeds to watch his brother sleep until he wakes up. Tom just said the Tar was the best thing in his life. To Tar while Tar was asleep. And of course, Tar opens his eyes and is smiling. And he says, I'm glad I'm home too, Peeta. Now, here's the thing. I know that they are stepbrothers. I know that it is wrong. But because they, like, I don't know when, like, the mom and the dad married and stuff, so I don't know how old they were when they became siblings. But I always thought Tom and Tar should be together because they're so cute. But that just could be my bias because it's my son and I fucking adore Kuhart. So, it could be just my bias on that one. Okay, Pond. Really? Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker. You are in Thailand. You are speaking Thai. Why are you sitting there saying, why does the Thai language have to be so difficult? I can't even remember these anymore. Dude, you are... I can't. Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker. That would be me saying, oh, I hate these English words. I don't understand them anymore. Dude, you are from Thailand. You speak Thai on a daily basis. Like, how can you... I can't with this man. Of course, Champu is helping... sorry, lost my train of thought there for a second, is helping A with his English, which of course, once again, brings doubt to freaking Pete when Pete sees it, because he offers to help him, and A tells him no, basically, like, you have a lot of studying to do and blah blah blah, and you have, like, she can help me. Wrong thing to say, A. A asked Pond, because he's Italian, to say hi in Italian, and of course, Pond, being a dumbass, goes, bonjour, and everyone's like, dude, that's French. Yeah, so Pete wants to leave because, like, yeah. So Pete is like, please let me be the one to tutor you instead of Chomp. Like, please let it be me. Let it be me. And he's like, are you being jealous over me? And he's like, and Pete's like, I'm sorry, I'm not being all lovely. And then, you know, because he's being jealous. And of course, A's like, next time I'll have you tutor me, okay? You're about to run into another unfortunate thing there, Can. Go away. I love that Can is like, I can walk wherever I want. What, does your dad own this university or something? And Tin's like, do you really not know who my dad is? And Ken's like, no, I don't. And then Tin says his last name, and Ken's like, okay, is that supposed to mean something? Like, and then Tin just walks away, and he goes, and then Ken's like, he didn't even tell me who his dad was. I can't. I can't. So, Pete is going to meet Tin at the fields, soccer fields. Ugh, I can't get this on straight today. Anyway. I freaking love Bo. She's like, I'm dead. I don't even think I could pass the mean score, whatever that is, because it's a high thing, so I don't know what that score thing is. And the midterm, and Ping's like, I couldn't do it either. And Pon's like, are you kidding me? That was a piece of cake. And they're like, you did it? You were able to? And he goes, no, not even close. And then Bao's like, if I score lower than you, I'm not willing to insult you for a week. And then Pon's like, see, this is why I'm willing to be the nice one. Randomly answering so I could score lower than you. Everyone wondering where he's off to, and Pon's like, this is where he's off to. Bao, no, you cannot get Pete. They call her a bird, and she starts going like this. So cute. Gotta love type. And I love the type is like, just follow your heart. Like, don't think about it too much, just follow your heart. Fucking love Type. Because, of course, that's what Type did. Type was like, followed his heart, so now he's like, and then, of course, A's like, when I always want to be with you, is that not a normal thing or something? Not for friends, it's not. For lovers, yes. Not for friends, sir. Of course, Ken and Pete are going to talk now. And of course, Tin is like, I know about you and that Type program kid. If you want to date a guy, date me. And he gets close, like he puts his hand up and gets super close to kissing Pete. And A shows up and kind of pushes Tin away, and he goes, Pete is my guy. He's mine. Now that you know that, stay away. And then the scene, the fucking scene. It's gonna show you. My favorite fucking scene. Okay. And then A finally is like, be my boyfriend. Of course, Pete agrees, tells A what's going on. But yeah, that is one of my favorite scenes. They actually, surprisingly, do not have sex yet. I'm sure they did a lot, but they have not had sex just yet. Of course, Tin and Can run into each other again. And Tin proceeds to tell Can that he is like, let me go, you're dirty, you're filthy. So then Can proceeds to rub his body all over the side of Tin's car. Because if he's dirty, he's... And then he ends up throwing his football at the car. And Type and Techno run into him, and Type's like, gets off of the scooter that Techno has and is like, go chase after him. He needs you. I'll do this. And Type meets Tar and gets snacks and gets stuff from Type to give to Type to give to him and Tharn to share. And so Tar's like, did you ever tell Tum about what happened to me? And Type says, I never told. And Tharn also never told anyone. So the only thing that Tum knows is a few years ago Tar had clinical depression because of his breakup with Tharn, but Tum never knew that Tar was raped. So Tar has something called philophobia, which is a fear of falling in love. So Tar has that fear, that phobia now. So he can't actually, like, love his brother the way he can't actually love Tum the way Tum wants him to. And the sweetest thing about this is Tar has a fear of other people, like, touching him, but he has no problems with Tum doing that, with, like, giving him hugs and stuff like that. So I'm like, they would be adorable together. Of course, now, once again, the next scene, Can is raving about Tin while Techno is buying him food or buying him chicken sticks or something. The kebabs, the skewers, the meat skewers. And right when they're about to leave, Techno, can't even talk right now. Can goes, I'm still hungry. And Techno's like, how many more do you need to be full? And he goes, like this. And he goes, just one more. And he goes, okay. And then the guy orders. And then Can orders 10. He goes, hey, you only said one. He goes, this. And this is 10. Fucking Can. Tar has been out. Tum is worried about him. And Tum goes, I've lived here before. I know my way, I know my way around. I won't get lost. But Tum is still very worried for his brother, for his stepbrother. Of course, we have Pete again. Okay, so what also happened was Tar gave Tum his food. So Pon gets a hold of A's phone and starts messaging Pete. And Pon, pretending to be A, starts off with, "When are you coming back to school?" And he goes, "I don't know. Why? Do you need something?" And then Pon, pretending to be A again, goes, "I miss you from every part of my heart." And Pon's excuse is like, "Well, you wouldn't tell him, so I did." And then A calls Pete and explains that Pon had his phone. And he goes, "But he did have one thing right. I do miss you." They are so fucking adorable. I can't. Cuddling and squeezing the pillow again. When Pete's happy, that's what he does, and it's adorable. And Tin messages and says, "See you at the La Vida restaurant tomorrow." This is where other stuff goes down. This is where A comes with him, Tin gives Pete back his watch. That happened. And they find out that Trump was doing drugs, had fraud, had assault charges, had a gambling issue. Like, this is when they find out a lot of issues from Trump, which is why he was trying to blackmail Pete. Okay, so with all of that being said and done, that brings us to the end of Love by Chance episode 7. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. Of course, my baby was and fucking saying, "Oh, that locker room scene, it fucking kills me every goddamn time I watch this fucking episode." The locker room scene is my fucking kryptonite, people. Okay, like, that scene just kills me every goddamn fucking time. Anyway, with all of that being said, please hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be reminded of when I do post. Also, if you do have any other BL suggestions for me, as long as they are English subtitled, please go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Greatly appreciate that. For all my old and new followers, peace, love. I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye.